is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Mike in Southern California. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, nice to talk to you again. And I have to start out and first tell you, I love this trading room. This thing is great. This app, it works great. And getting all the information, you're like instantly there. No delay, nothing. That's
I know.
great.
I appreciate your growling problem with us.
Your channel is in my pocket all day long. It's wonderful.
Thank you, man.
again.
Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We have 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up. Oh, no. Let me get this 1 second. Don't make assumptions. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think. We don't have to say what we want. We assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt, and we think, how could you do that? You should know better. Bottom line, get rid of the gray, folks. Now, let me just take a bit of water here. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 156, NASDAQ up 295, S&P's up 58. Gold contract down $16, trading at $2,033 an ounce. We have silver off 3 cents, $23.28 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $2.75, $71.06 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10-year note up 9 ticks, trading 112 flat. The 30-year up 13 ticks, 122.14, and King Dollar right now trading down 146 ticks, 102.263. The euro is, excuse me, folks, at 109. The yen's trading at 144, and the British pound is at 127 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world, well, we're going to go right to the world of chips, folks. If you see this, the chips, the bottom line, are on fire. The chips are taking up the NDX 100, which is taking up the NASDAQ, which is taking up the S&Ps, which is taking up the Dow. We take a look at the NDX 100 first. You're going to see Marvel Technologies, that's up 7.5%. AMD's up 5.5%. NVIDIA's up 5.4%. Let's go over to the king, which is NVDA. And what you're going to see inside NVIDIA, this is an ABC structure up. It's blowing away a B point today. You talk about wide price spread and accelerated volume, man. The stock has just gone from 494 today to 517. You got 51 million shares traded. And bottom line, you're taking out the swing, you're taking it out with volume. That's a 525. A to B equals C to D. So big numbers there, no doubt about it. If we go inside if we take a look at the Qs, what you're going to see, the Qs right now, we're doing 27 million, so we'll probably do about 40 million. Now, we came down on monster volume, on like 55, 58. That being said, we're going after these highs. Now, what's also happening is that on Friday, the banks kick off earnings. And let's see, what else do we have out here? We got a lot happening out here. So, yeah, we're going to get CPI numbers. We're going to get a lot of different. Well, the CPI will be the biggest one, I'd say. On the 11th, okay, so let's look at this for a second. The CPI is going to be on the 11th. The banks kick it off on the 12th. The PPI is on the 12th. So the PPI, CPI is all about inflation. Wholesale inventories are going to be on the 10th. And then tomorrow we get small business optimism. But so lots of numbers out here. We take a look at these cues. Bottom line is that you get the price spread going. It looks to me like you're going to go right to the highs out here. We take a look at the SPY. The SPY, there's a big drop off on volume. There's no two ways about that. That being said, this wide price spread, you can see we just took back 4 days on the way down, like in 6 hours. So this is going to go after the highs again. We'll see how if it's going to blow these highs away. And you got to remember that you still have a larger ABC structure up on a longer basis. So I don't see this. This actually came back to its strength. It came back with lighter volume. And I'm not quite sure, buying today is what has sent all of this higher. We go to the note and bond market. What you're going to see in the note and bond market is that you rejected lower price in the 10-year. You did it with lighter volume, and now this also wants higher price. We go into the gold contract. It did the same thing. Gold equities, silver equities. When I was doing the gold report this morning, it was like, okay, they're all rejecting lower price. So even when I was doing that, I'm saying to myself, oh, look at this, man. This means that the S&P also wants to go higher because they're trading together, folks. That's the reality. What does happen, it seems like, gold might not go down as much percentage-wise, but then as soon as the market starts moving higher again, you can expect higher price in the gold and silver market. And what you have out here is that, gold went to 2022, rejected it. You're at 2033. We've done 194,000 contracts. Well, that baby's coming into a couple 100,000. Yeah, 250,000, okay? So that is a rejection of lower price, has lighter volume. That means higher price is coming at us. We go take a look at the dollar, and this is going to be the kicker here. It's back to notes and bonds and the dollar. We take a look at the dollar. Not a lot of movement out there today. You're down 126 ticks. On Friday, what you try to do, you try to go higher, couldn't handle it. Today, it's been a one-way shot in the way down. That being said, it's really a sideways move. But what's wide open here is the first leg down at 99.500. And right now, you're at 102.294. And I expect we're going to get that. And, bottom line is that more than likely what we actually have is that when these numbers start coming out, let's just see what J.P. Morgan is saying. JPM. So J.P. Morgan is going to be looking to do on the 12th 40.2 billion and $3.59 to the bottom line. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. We have the Dow. The Dow Industrial's up 137, NASDAQ up 291, S&P's up 55. We're going to be coming back with our man, Steve Rhodes.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kakestat's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kakestat breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials trading up 165. You get the Nasdaq up 296. S&Ps are up 58. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Steve has an outstanding newsletter, Mastering Probability. Now, it's very easy to get Steve's newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You just hit that button. You hit subscribe. You can get Mastering Probability for 1 month for $149. You get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%. And you get it for 1 full year, folks, for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, folks, okay? So you can come over, you can test drive it. As you test drive it, what you're going to see once you're over in Steve's page is that all the different tools that he uses and the explanation of how these tools work, okay? So, you know, you got a huge amount of information, great newsletter. Check it out. If it works for you, that's awesome. If it doesn't work for you on the 28th day, 29th day, just tell us, you know, it's just not working for me at this particular point, and guess what? No problem. You still had a great education. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, first, Happy New Year to you.
Yes, Happy New Year. I know, man.
New Year's, and so
how's that?
Quite a first week, huh?
Quite a first week. There's no doubt. I mean, you know, what's so intriguing here is that these, you know, last week not much happened, but these tech stocks, well, the chip stocks, I mean, they're just like ignited like nothing, like.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, so first, a little bit of football. So congratulations to you and your team, Tampa Bay. Next Monday should be one heck of a game.
Yes.
Against the Eagles at home. So that's a cool thing. I think that our Dolphins will be saying goodbye after next Sunday. Just too many injuries.
You know, that
too
game, that was a great game to watch, man. I mean, was, if you didn't see this game, folks, okay, you know, Buffalo came down twice, lost the ball at the goal line.
They were
then he fumbled, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, after that, I'm saying to myself, oh, my God. It was quite a game, man. No doubt.
And I'm looking forward to tonight's game, too. Michigan against Washington.
Oh, I can't wait.
Thankfully it's on early.
I know, 7:30. Yeah.
Those games that don't start till 8:30 at night. Whew.
No, I agree. Isn't it amazing, Steve, that like, if we go back to the pros again,
Yeah.
like, this is like the ultimate gladiators, man. I mean, it's so crazy.
Totally.
It's like, I was looking at it, and you know what's so wild, folks, okay, that when you say that, if you've ever seen the Colosseum, okay, the Colosseum in Rome is amazing, man, okay? That's the bottom line. And what are the biggest stadiums that we have? Well, guess what? We might have got a little more sophisticated, but it's football. Right?
That's right. Yeah. That's
go, get him. So it's like
we're only sophisticated in how we handle the adult beverages. Now most stadiums you can almost order, and they'll bring it to you. It's a great thing.
It really is amazing, man. Amazing.
It is a great thing. All right, so I thought we'd talk about the markets just for a little bit.
Yep.
We've got the ES, the NQ, and the Russell 2000. Last week, they each generated profile change in trend signals. So I'll explain what that means to everybody that's out there. And they did it for their daily time frame. And if you take a look at this chart here, the upper left-hand side is the ES Mini, the upper right-hand is the NQ, lower left is the Dow, lower right is the Russell 2000. And the blue horizontal lines on this chart, folks, those represent profile levels. What profile levels are, at the top it tells us where sellers are at the bottom tells us where the buyers are at, and if there's a third line, often referred to as the centers, where buyers and sellers believe there's fair value inside that range. Once we close below the bottom of a daily profile, if you do it for 2 consecutive sessions, that generates a change in trend signal. So on the upper left-hand side for the ES Mini, I show those 2 signals that we've gotten out here. We have the same thing for the NQ. Now, what's interesting here is that the Dow has still not closed below the bottom of its profile. So it has not generated a profile change in trend. The other 3 have, but the Dow hasn't. What that tells me, Tom, is we just want to keep an eye on the Dow, because if that generates a change in trend, maybe that's all that the market is waiting for. I don't know whether it is or it isn't, but that's something to certainly pay attention to.
Yes, I see what you're saying, right.
Yeah, so not all markets top at the exact same time, as you know.
Nope.
So what's the weak link out here? Well, the strong link is the Dow. That could turn into a weak link if it does close below profile. Now, one of the reasons that the Dow may not have generated a change in trend signal is because of global capital flows out there. So this is a cool chart in that it shows the Dow for its daily time frame and shows how it's trading in all of these major currencies. So we've got the dollar, euros, yen. We've got the Great British Pound, the Canadian loonie, the Swedish krona, the Swiss franc, the Chinese yuan, and the Australian the Aussie dollar out there. So what's interesting here is that the Dow priced in dollars made a new all-time high on January 2nd. Priced in euros, it was January 2nd as well. Priced in yen, it was January 5th, so just a few days later. In Great British Pound, January 2nd as well. Now, what I want to, when we opened up the show, we were talking about kind of an interesting, it was a very interesting week last week. What I want people to, and I just want to describe this to folks out there. There is this January cycle that exists out there. So, for example, the all-time high in the Dow, not the Dow, where is it? That's probably not on this chart here. When markets make significant tops, it'll do it when they're all making the same high at just about the exact same time. And so knowing that the Dow made a top on January 2nd, in dollars, in euros, yen on January 5th, and in pounds on January 2nd. Those are the core currencies. And January 5th, by the way, in terms of Aussie dollars out there, there are times, many times, where we see the high for the year. This would be 2024 we're talking about.
Okay.
Really takes place on basically the first day of the year. So we may be going back to take out those highs. But if we don't go back and take it, people should just be aware of that January effect out. This is a Stevie January effect, because if you go back and you take a look at other charts out there, you'll see that high can come in during that first week, and you never really look back. So if we do take out the highs, that's a positive. At least it's a, I don't know, I guess a short-term positive out there. These are the top 8 stocks, Tom, with inside the Dow. They make up 49% of its weightings out there. Home Depot generated a Rhodes, a TD9 count bottom last week out there. So that's got a bottom. Microsoft has a TD9 count, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, but all that it's been doing is just consolidating sideways with inside its profile, and it has not busted through. So it does not have a profile change in trend. Goldman Sachs has yet to close below its profile. So no profile change in trend there. Amgen is likely going to negate. We're talking about the chip stocks. It's likely going to negate its TD9 count top today with a close above 305, 305.09. So we take a look at these 8 stocks that make up 49% of the weighting out here. And in fact, we don't even have Apple on this. And it's not one of the top 8 weightings. Apple formed a buy the D point pattern today. So I believe we're going to get some more rally. I didn't get to one of the charts that said the one thing we've got to be a bit cautious of, this chart right here for its daily time frame. This is the ES Mini.
Okay.
Today is going to be day number 2 of a rally. This is the ES. This is the. I'm sorry. That was the. This is the S&P 500 going back to our October 11th high out here. Rallies typically last 2 to 4 consecutive sessions higher. And that's what this shows here. I often say that during the show out there. Here's kind of proof in the pudding. So today could be a top, believe it or not.
I love it.
I'll leave it like that.
Thanks, Steve. Have a great one. Stay fun.
You bet, Tom. Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
In the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials is up 143, Nasdaq's up 290, S&Ps are up 56. And you got, this National Realtors Association, folks. Okay, you're going to see this is going to be a total meltdown. So you had the chief guy. Was he the president too? I'm not sure. He must have been the CEO. They probably have a CEO and a president. He had resigned right after that. They had lost their suit. With the suit they lost is that it's a monopoly, and that the listing agents asked to turn around and pay the buyer's agent. So that you're going to see that all change in the next couple of years. Now the president of the National Association of Realtors just resigned about an hour ago. And this one gets interesting, though, because it's like she's saying that she got threatened. Okay, so listen to this. She informed the group's leadership she recently received a threat and to disclose a past personal, non-financial matter unless she compromised her position at the National Association of Realtors. She refused to do so and instead reported the threat to the law enforcement, which, good move. But so that's going to be the end. This is not going to be the end of that, because whoever threatened her, like, it looks to me like when you actually read that, it's got to be someone else that's pretty close to the top of the leadership. Who knows what they want to do about it. The bigger issue, and you're going to see this, folks, is that the commission rates are going to come down. And the commission rates, you know, right now, depending where you're living, you know, on average, they're probably about 5% right now. You know, they used to be 6%. That's been coming down for a while. You know, it could 2.5 to 2.5, 2.5 on the listing agent, 2.5 on the buyer's agent. Now that's going to change also, because the difference, I suspect, when we cut to the chase, is going to end up being about 3 to 3.25%. Because now what's going to happen is that the buyer's agent themselves, they are not going to be able to just write that off on the close. You know, so if you want a buyer's agent, the negotiation is going to be, okay, are you going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for the buyer's agent? And the way it looks like, in some cases, it's going to be actually the buyer, not the seller. And one of the reasons that they could get away with this for so long is, of course, it was a monopoly. But number two, because it was always coming off the seller's number. What I never could get, and I deal with this all the time, okay? So before we were actually, because we're part of the National Association of Realtors, okay? And before that, what I would do is this. When we had the fund, I would, you could list yourself and pay like $199, okay? So you pay another listing agent to list yourself, you pay $199, and then I would pay 2.5% if someone sold the place, okay? So what has happened, and that worked out well, okay, because you weren't paying 5%, 5.5%, you're paying 2.5, okay? Now what you have happening out here, and this is where, you know, and part of this deal, which I never could get, okay, is this. I still have clients, okay, potential buyers. And what happens is this. They find the homes either on Zillow or the MLS. Zillow, I suspect at some point is going to run everything, because Zillow is just so efficient, it's unbelievable. But let's picture what happens. They find them on that, all right? They come and see the home. And of course, when they come and see the home, as I'm talking to them, many of them will say, before they leave, well, you know, we do have a realtor also. And I always question them. I always say, like, okay, let me ask you something. You know, you're telling me that you have a realtor. So you understand that at a house at $1 million, you'll give it away 2.5%, which is $25,000, right? You know, and then I'd say to them, wouldn't you rather negotiate with me or negotiate with a seller, because it is built in. Right now, it's still built in, meaning even when you're selling things, you have to still build that in, because this is going to be a process, six months, year and a half, whatever. But people don't care, man. I swear to God, they just don't. It's unbelievable that, I don't know if they think that someone else is paying the money. They're paying the money, because you'll only go down so much. So it's one of those things that are so intriguing, and the amount of money that you're talking every single time is unbelievable. I had one person say to me, and a lot of these times, guess what? They don't even know the realtors because they're coming in from out of town. And this one person, that's exactly, she said to me, well, you know, we just don't know anyone around here, so we figure we better get the realtor. I said, well, the realtor's not with you. And she says, yeah, they were too busy. They couldn't come with us. I just said, oh, it is what it is. But you can see that whole thing's changing in a huge way, too. And I suspect what we're going to see there is you're going to see a couple bankruptcies. The reason being is that the lien, the suit was against the National Association of Realtors, Keller Williams, Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway, by the way, has a huge real estate presence, folks, okay? Now, all these, you know, this is going to be Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate, which is going to be a subsidiary of Berkshire Hathaway. But I suspect no one's going to get any bread out of these people, because what's going to happen is they'll BK the companies and then do a new business plan and go from there. So it's going to be pretty wild watching this whole thing shake out. If we take a look at some of the home builders out here, they're just like the market. They're off to the races again. Take a look at Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers, you know, was hitting highs. We hit the 105 area, came back down to the 98 area. Right now you're at 101. It's going to go right after it's high again. And all the home builders do have high volume highs. I mean, they're strong, man. So, you know, that's also saying that these rates are just going to continue lower, because the prices of, you know, hard assets right now are very expensive. That's the bottom line, because they are. And, you know, the interest rate structure is going to make a huge difference going from, I think the 30-year mortgage peaked out at about 7.99 or something like that. And right now, you know, it's 6.65, 6.75, right around there. So you get down another point and you'll get some action here. Dow Industrials right now trading up 187. We get the NASDAQ up 31. S&P's up 62. And, you know, we'll see this is, they're going to goose this market right into the close. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 205, Nasdaq up 309. S&P's just jumped 10 points, up 64. Let's go look at the S&Ps. Yep. You got another little launch right there for sure. Let's see. So if I bring this back, 8 days. Yep. You can see this is what you're getting all those days back like ASAP. That's the reality. $64 in one day, and guess what? That high is coming at us, man, in a monster way, too. So you can expect you're going to see this. You're probably going to see this, I would say, before. Let me see this again for a second. 1 second. I want to see these numbers. Okay, so tomorrow is small business, trade balance, no big thing. Next day, mortgage apps, wholesale. Yeah, see, it's almost like Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday is when the real action starts. So they'll probably run it right into the CPI. CPI's on Thursday. There's a huge amount on Thursday, and the PPI is on Friday. So you'll get everything this week. And then Friday, of course, what ends up happening is that on Friday we have the bank's kickoff earnings. If you haven't seen this already, this is pretty wild, man. In Tesla's case, okay, with Elon, okay, this was all over I think it was in the headlines of the Wall Street Journal over the weekend. And what it was is that, we all know that Elon, he was on the Joe Rogan deal, smoked, joint on the deal, causing himself trouble, period. But that's not the bigger deal. The bigger deal is that in Silicon Valley in general, folks, okay, you have a culture, that is a very creative culture. And inside of that, you have the aspect of LSD, magic mushrooms, and the last one here, this is what he's claiming. Well, he's not claiming. He does have, ecstasy. It starts with a K. Ketamine. Anyway, the bottom line is that it's a very powerful drug, and he does have a prescription for it. But the parties that they have out there, man, someone's feeding them. They have some wild, psychedelic parties out there. That's the bottom line. You can imagine you have billions of dollars, you get all the psychedelics, you're way out there. And I really wonder, man, after I read this, is that, okay, that's how one got to Twitter? I mean, because it's like, okay, are you dreaming, man? Because that was probably one of the biggest mistakes he made. But guess what? It's not a huge amount of money. Where's this? I'm trying to find what the drug is. I believe it was Anyway, it's a really powerful drug. So Now they're dealing with that again because they're dealing with it in a couple different aspects. They're dealing with the aspect of the Tesla board, but they're also dealing with the Pentagon because of the fact. Oh, here it is, right? Ketamine. Ketamine. Yeah, ketamine. Okay. The journal described Musk's history of recreational drug use and ongoing consumption of ketamine is the latest in a long line of tests for the board packed with the CEO's friends. Yeah, so and you know what he does need is that he needs a security clearance with the government in order to basically do a lot of that business. So we'll see where it shakes out. But this isn't the first article about the amount of parties that are actually out there and the amount of psychedelics that are done. And you know, California's always been the basically the leading edge in psychedelics. Okay, if you were around in the '60s, forget it. Whether it's Berkeley, Laguna Canyon, and Timothy, what was it? Oh, Timothy Leary. That was the song. Timothy Leary's dead, right? That was the Harvard professor that I don't think he started LSD, but he was bringing LSD out to the public before it was ruled illegal or something. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to make any difference to Tesla, that's for sure, because when you pull this up, it doesn't mean a thing. And you're probably going to be surprised. I suspect most of these large dogs out in Silicon Valley, you know, you're not going to basically start throwing a rock because they all got they all got plenty of windows. And you can see, when we talk about plenty of windows, you can see that the controversy that happened with the president of Harvard and Bill Ackerman and all this stuff. Now, they went after, they made a huge mistake going after Ackerman's wife, because now what Ackerman's going to do, listen to this, man, this is amazing. So what Ackerman's going to do now, he's going to go to, this is a tussle between Harvard, Ackerman, MIT. Yeah, he went to Harvard, the wife went to MIT. It's all about plagiarism. And so now what Ackerman's going to do is go to every major university or college, and this is going to be very easy for him too, and basically, you know, use some kind of an AI system to go through their dissertations when they were getting these PhDs. And I suspect what you're going to see is probably 1 out of 100 having copied something. You know, we'll find out, and we're all going to find out pretty quick. You know, so there's going to be a lot of heads rolling out here. And I don't know what's going to happen if that many of them actually, you know, did plagiarize something inside of. It's pretty easy to do. So the big thing is you can take someone's work, folks, okay? But you just got to put the quotes on it and put it down on the notes, you know? But guess what? And if you put too many of them on there, then you don't get the mark that you need. And then you don't get the mark for your own type of thinking, because most of those dissertations and, you know, the theses are that, okay, this is what I think about what's going on at the time. So there's a good-sized battle that's going on out there, and we'll see where it shakes out. But what we will find is that there's plenty of folks in those higher echelons that are going to be sad that they start throwing rocks, because they're all going to get grabbed. That's my take on it. My take on it is that, you know, and it's not even just in this day and age. I mean, when you go all the way back and, you know, you've been able to basically lift stuff for quite some time now. You know, the internet's been around, what, 24 years, I think? It's 24 years? No, it's 24 years. No, 34 years, right? 1994. Around 1990, around then. Dow Industrials up 185, Nasdaq up 304, S&P's up 63. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 216, Nasdaq's up 311, S&P's up 66. XBT, because you know what, folks? Okay, the bottom line is that what you're going to see out here. When we closed on Friday, the SEC came out, and bottom line is that they signed off on quite a deal on the Bitcoin deal, meaning that they wanted this type of information. And it's a 19.4B form. But when you do that, that means that more than likely they're going to say yes to a spot ETF. And you get Bitcoin is up 2,600 today. Taking its highs out, 40, highs for the last year, 46,924. And so that, I don't know, it's one of these days this week that's the final that has to come out. So that is going to be the brave new West. There's no doubt about that. Because the real question is that has the run up, do you sell the news on that? Or, in fact, is there going to be enough people that get into that ETF that is the ETF, are the ETFs actually going to be backed by the physical Bitcoin? Because if it is like the GLD, excuse me, folks, what ends up happening is the higher that it goes, the more they have to buy and sell on the way down. Versus the way that the Bitcoin works now inside the futures market. Futures, in general, folks, are only pieces of paper that you're buying and selling, expecting a certain price in the future. That's why that's been out there for a while, meaning in Bitcoin, versus the spot. And if, in fact, it's going to be the hard asset, well, then guess what? That's going to be the price. Where's the coin? Here it is on the buy and sell. I think I have a hard time doing that myself, but it looks to me like it's going to get okayed. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Great show, folks. We'll get him, folks.